Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lucas and welcome back to a brand new series. Honestly, if you can't tell, I am so excited because I've been planning this for ages. Like, since the creation of my channel, this is something that I've wanted to do, but I've been waiting and holding off until I have the perfect time to do it. Because, you know, if I'm going to do it, I want it done right. And if you couldn't tell from the title and the promo I've been putting into this, this is a drag queen themed legacy. Well, it's not exactly a legacy challenge, but it is a sort of a let's play tied in with a lot of sort of scripted events. If you've seen deligracies like Hampton Falls, for example, it's very a let's play, but there are things that are going to be planned and there's going to be scripted events, and I actually want to tie in quite a bit of machinima as well into this. So it's sort of like there's a story unfolding as we go along. But you know, some things will be spontaneous, some things will be unexpected. We'll just have to see as we play. Now, let's jump right into it and introduce the characters. First up, we have Edwin, who, as you can see, is on screen now. Edwin is going to be our main sim that we're following along. He is in drag Andromeda Evergreen. That is his or her drag persona, and as you can see just from the way he dresses, he's a little bit of a preppy, and his backstory is he comes from quite a wealthy family, not hugely wealthy but a little bit preppy, and they are very conservative, very traditional, and they had his whole life planned out for him, and when he came out as a drag queen they were mortified and they kicked him out. They were just about okay with the gay thing. They knew he was gay, but when he said that he wanted to do drag as a future sort of career, they completely disowned him and have kicked him out into this little apartment. It's supposed to be run down and really cheap, but I saw this one on the gallery and I was in love. Actually, before we get into the rest of the house, I want to talk about Edwin just a little bit more to give you guys a little bit more info on him. So if I had to compare him to Aru Girls as a frame of reference for you guys, for those of you who have watched Drag Race, I'd say he's quite sort of like Aquaria, that he's young, but he's sort of... He's shown a lot of promise for someone who's so young and someone who's starting out. I'd actually say he's more... Yeah, he's like season 2 Tatiana, in that he's young and he's got potential, but he hasn't achieved the full potential yet, and we're hoping he can metamorphosize into the beautiful All-Stars 2 Tatiana and be a polished, refined queen. However, he has also got a big personality, and that's why comedy is sort of his aspiration, because even though he can do glamorous and he can look beautiful and, you know, he can lip sync, comedy is something that he's really good at. He's very charismatic. He can also sing very well. Now, as for the rest of the house, we have Lady Evergreen, who is the mother of the house. She is the one that brought Edwin into the drag world, basically. Edwin was a big fan of Lady Evergreen and the House of Evergreen, because they were like his local drag crew, basically. These local queens, because he lived just outside San Myshuno, and so he'd always go to their clubs and just watch their shows. He loved them so much. And Lady Evergreen saw him and was like, you know what, I can work with this. There's potential here. This kid's got like a big personality. He's really funny. I think we can work with this. And Edwin had told him that he'd actually been doing sort of like Instagram drag and sort of, you know, posting pics of him online, but has never performed before. And Lady Evergreen was like, you know what, I can put you in drag. I can show you the ropes. And yeah, Come join me and my crew. And that's when Edwin told his parents and got disowned. Lady Evergreen is like a very sort of refined, old-fashioned... Well, she's not an old-fashioned, but she's old and she's been in the business for a long time, but she's been evolving and she is quite modern. She's not old-fashioned. She's seasoned and she's polished. And she's actually gained quite a lot of money, which is how she's helped buy this apartment. She used to be a banker when she was out of drag, but now she just does drag for full time, and she's amassed, quite a lot of cash doing what she does. But she is a little bit out of her prime, and so she has these drag kids to help her perform, because she can't do everything. She's sort of like this, you know, she's like this tall, refined, dark, mysterious sort of queen, basically. Yeah, she doesn't perform as much as the others, but she's still a prominent member of the house as the mother. Next up, we have Roxanne Rode, who's the first drag daughter initiated. She is a dance machine. She's the best dancer. She is brassy, she is strong, she stands up for her friends, and she's sort of like the glue that holds the house together, in that she's very professional and she gets things done, and she always, you know, is like, make sure they get to rehearsals on time, and she's even though she's not the mother, she is definitely like a very influential and powerful force. And if I had to compare her to a Ru Girl for a little bit of more reference to you guys. She is sort of like a little bit of Asia O'Hara in terms of professionalism, but she is still quite young, still quite naive at times. She's got a bit of G.L.A.M in her, a little bit of Trinity K. Bonet as well, I would say. Yeah, dancing is her forte. She is like the dancer, and she does stand up for her friends in time of need. And next up, we have Talia, the second drag daughter initiated now. Talia is a trash queen. She is very promiscuous, very vulgar, not afraid to be sort of sexual and out there. She stirs the pot. She likes to wear as little clothes as possible, and that is her in a nutshell. She has no shame whatsoever. And, I'm offline. I'm off. That's fine. Yeah, she has no shame whatsoever. She's like Willem, I'd say, if I had to describe her as a Rue girl. She's like Willem. It reminds me of that one queen from Priscilla Queen of the Desert. You know I don't know their names. I can't remember because I haven't seen that movie in a while. But the sort of really annoying friend they have, she reminds me of that one. And she has a similar sort of backstory to that character as well, in that she comes from a very, very, very wealthy family, like wealthier than Edwin's, and they helped pay for the apartment that she and Roxanne live in together. They're not a couple, but they do live together. And yeah, the apartment was helped paid for by her parents because they think that she is out in the city doing like an internship in some big fashion company. They have no idea that she is doing drag. And she's been doing it under their nose, basically, spending all her money on lovely dresses. Well, I say lovely, they're quite trashy, considering we're talking about Talia here. You know, fishnet tights and shoes and makeup. And that's the house, basically. I think we've introduced them quite well. Oh, and one queen that Edwin reminds me of, for those of you who know some non-Drag Race girls, Eva Destruction, I'd say, definitely reminds me of Edwin as well. Maybe, like, not quite as skillful yet, but she can get there. And basically this house, if you can see their club thingy, where is their club thingy? I don't know. Their club hangout is the club called Bleach. That's their local bar that they always perform in. It is ran by this girl Tamsin and her girlfriend, although Tamsin is like the main one. And basically tonight is going to be Edwin's very first show. She's, as I said, she's been doing sort of like social media looks online, and then lady was like, no, all the coin is from performing. So tonight's going to be her first show in Bleach with the rest of the girls. She's terrified, and you know what, let's just get right into it. Let's play. Should we show you guys her drag looks first? I think that's actually a good shout, just to get her sort of not quite in costume. She can't spend all day in drag, but just to show you guys off like what she looks like when she does get in drag. Although you're probably seeing from the little pictures down below, but there are other looks. So yeah, this is her apartment. Quite nice. It's supposed to be not that nice, but I couldn't help by making it nice. Honestly, I couldn't help it. Sorry as well if that introduction was super wordy. I just, I do want to introduce all the characters. Sorry if I blabbed on for a little bit too long, but I think there's lots of backstory, lots of character that I want, you guys to know in these sims, because I've put a lot of thought into them and a lot of effort, and yeah, I just want you guys to have a proper introduction to them. So sorry if that took forever, but we're finally in the game. I say that we're in Creator Sim. We're finally moving the plot along, getting ready for Edwin's first show. Let's see, all her outfits are in the party outfit. So this is her main look. It's the one she has in my channel banner and the opening. It's like her #1 look, I'd say. Then we have this one, #2, is the floral. It's quite nice. I'm not a big fan of the makeup, but with Sims you can't have a huge selection anyway. Here's her look #3. They're all quite samey. Blonde is like her colour. I think she has... There we go, yeah, blonde is definitely her colour. But she does wear different, but she doesn't just wear that one wig. She has variety. And again, her main look, just because it's sort of her most common one. Oh, I should really get the that party stuff pack so I have more dresses. Oh well, yeah, that's her look. Let's put her back in her everyday wear for now. As I said, quite preppy. She looks like one of those kids from the game Bully. I don't know if any of you guys have played Bully. It's a very different game to Sims, so I'm going to take that as like a maybe. But she kind of dresses like the sort of preps they have in that game, actually. Maybe it's a subconscious thing I didn't realise. Right, I believe poor Andy does not have any neighbours, because we're in Salim's apartment and the other two sort of apartments have no one in them. So I think we're not getting a welcome wagon, unfortunately. We'll have to make our own. Ooh, I think Andy's cooking skill is non-existent. So if we burn down the apartment, like, oh no, we got 2. That's good. I mean, burning down our apartment like the night of our first show would not go down very well, would it? So, oh yeah, Andy is because even though she has got a big personality, she's not like a performer. She's never performed before. I mean, she has like, well, she is a performer. She doesn't realise it yet. Basically, you know, it's like she's got a lot of apprehensions. But once she gets on stage, you know, she'll probably own it. I mean, as I said, she's got a massive personality. She's very funny, but it's just she's never actually gone on stage and shown that off yet. So she's got some reservations, bless her. Oh yeah, you got this, Andy. You have got this. In fact, you know what? If you do well, I'll make you an ice cream in the ice cream machine. Today's going to be a lonely day, come to think of it, because, yeah, he's got no neighbours. Should we go down to the square and just nose on some people as... Oh, the graphics aren't enjoying this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why? Why? Honestly, my game is notorious for randomly generated, terribly dressed Sims. I think it's because when festivals are in town, they all dress up in, you know, like festival... weird cosplay outfits, and that's what causes it. Because I'll see a sim dressed in like the weirdest clothes, and I'll go and edit them and create a sim, because I can't have them... Oh no, Edwin, I saw that. Yeah, we can't have them walking around my game dressed like that, so I edit them and create a sim, and that outfit is just not there. Oh no, Edwin. Oh god. Yeah, anyway, so I think it's the festivals that cause them to have such weird outfits, but there's no festival on right now. Is that Roxanne? Oh, it's Roxanne. Oh, is she coming to visit us? Guess what? Is that Roxanne? That is Roxanne. Right, let's grab a... Actually, is he even that hungry? I don't think he's that hungry, but you know what? Yeah, we'll pop that in the fridge for later, actually. That can be, like, your later meal. Should we just have a small snack for now? Maybe we'll text the other members of the group, see how they're feeling about tonight's show. Have a quick meal. Have some... Because it's the morning, you can have some cereal. I think that's fair. Have some cereal. Do you wanna call someone? Yeah, I think we can call... Let's call Roxanne. I think Roxanne's probably, like, her closest. As I said, Roxanne is very professional. She is definitely, like... will defend her friends to the end of the year. So if Edwin's feeling any reservations for tonight's show, Roxanne can help give her a pep talk and be like, no, honey, you got this. You're going to rock them tonight. You're going to show them what Andromeda Evergreen has got to show. You know, you've got loads of talent. Why waste it? Maybe you should practice his jokes, actually. Just, you know, to get ready for the show. His singing skill, I don't remember giving him that high a singing skill, but oh well. You know what? He must be naturally very good at it. Singing and comedy is his go-to. Dance, not so much. He can sort of play the violin. As I said, he's a little bit musically trained. He's had some singing lessons. He wanted to be a singer, and then he was like, oh, actually, I can do drag. I can lip sync and sing live. Why not? And tell jokes. Yeah, now he's calling Roxanne. Oh no, that's a happy text, isn't it? I don't want to do... No, we have to call her. We can't just send her a text like, yo, Roxanne, how's it going? Chat. Give her a lovely chat. And then do your comedy, which is going to be great. You're going to rock this. We can send a happy text to Talia, maybe. You know, be like, hey, Talia, how's it going? Also, one thing, we need to find Edwin, like, a boyfriend, you know? He's got to have some love in the city. Now that he's moved to the big city. Before, he was sort of living in, not Oasis Springs, the other one. The one that came in the base game. I can't think of it right now. It always comes out, it always falls out of my mind. You know the one I'm talking about. The base game one. That's not Oasis Springs, and that's not Newport. So yeah, he's from there, which in this sort of sim world, I imagine to be right outside of San Myshuno. Like, San Myshuno is the urban area, and then, like, that place is the suburban area. Yeah, so he's sort of, like, from just outside the city. He would always commute to the city to see the drag shows with the House of Evergreen, and now he lives in the city. Oh, come on, Edwin. He's like, oh no, he's really doubting himself. He's definitely very insecure. He's quite like Ms. Cracker in a way, and he really doubts himself and his ability. He thinks, I'm not going to be good enough, but we're going to show him that he will be good enough, and that he doesn't have to hit himself with a microphone every time he feels bad. Honestly, if I did that, you know, if I was smacking my head on the microphone every time a commentary went wrong on YouTube, I'd be doing it constantly because I've messed up so many times. But you just got to keep going with it. Come on, Edwin. Alright, it's currently 12. He's going to get to the club at around 8, I would say. Actually, no, let's 7:30. Yeah, let's go with 7:30. He'll get ready, perform for around about 9, and then just keep going. You know. Now, one main thing that I have not mentioned that... Oh, who is that down there? As I said, I'm just spying on all the townies. Is that... I thought it was Tamsin for a second, but it's not. Yeah, one big thing that's going to be a major source of conflict in this series is the club bleach that they work at is actually not doing so well financially. And that is, I think, one reason why Lady sort of enrolled Andy into the house, if you will, because she's like, we need to make some money. This club is not doing so well anymore. Just people aren't enjoying the show as much. We need to freshen it up with a youthful, fresh, young face. And so I think, hopefully, Andy can bring in the coin. If not, they're going to have to find some other ways, because Bleach, yeah, it's sort of past its prime. It's not doing so well right now, and if they don't, figure things out soon, they're going to go bankrupt, and that is not going to be good. Right, I think she has been telling jokes for a while now. Send the happy text to Talia. Maybe we'll send a text to Tamsin as well, just to sort of double check everything is right, the lighting is right, the music is right. And then we will just get her needs ready. Yeah, send a happy text to Tamsin as well. Definitely. You can do this, Edwin. You've got this. This is like the start of your career. The start of the series. The start of your career. So many great things are going to come of this. This is only... You've got to start from the bottom, and then you're here. Oh, Talia's inviting her out. Sorry, Talia. We have a show to get ready for. Oh, and even Tamsin. See, they're all being super supportive. Like, hey, I want to catch a drink before the show. Let's take a bubble bath. Get a little bit playful. Get a little bit ready. And did it say in the club thing as well? As you can see, these are the little things they have to do. Play an instrument. Well, they don't have to, but these are the club activities. Dance, sing, do comedy. And, of course, drink bar drinks. Because you can't have a drag queen and not get completely drunk at the club. Oh yeah, we'll let Edwin do his thing. We won't intrude too much on him. I mean, I think it's time to go to the club to get ready for the show before it's like literally midnight. Because the Sims, they don't like going out. I guess Sunday night is not a good night to have your first club show. But whatever. Whoever shows up, show up. Where are my unemployed people at? Where are they at? Right, to the club we go, and I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, we're here at the club. As I said, the club is called Bleach, and I believe it was originally an EA-made club that was on their gallery, but I've edited it to make it a bit more drag queen friendly, so I've added like the stage and stuff, changed things around a little bit. Oh, added a changing room as well for the girls. I have to delete the TV because people keep watching the TV and it's driving me up the walls. This is why we can't have nice things. So I'm actually going to put the girls in their main outfits using the beautiful MC Command Center. And I think I might time jump again just because I think it's going to be a bit boring watching them get dressed and put on their makeup. And we're running out of time on the episode as well, so I'm just going to time jump to the performance. I'm so excited. Edwin is probably super, super nervous, but the crowd seem to be really excited and pumped. So you know what? I'll see you guys in a second. Right, it is now 9 o'clock. It is time for Edwin's performance to start. She's seen some of the other girls perform before her, so she's, boosted up her confidence a little bit, but she has to stop stalling now. It is now time for her to get on stage and to perform. So I think I'm going to have Tamsin just get the DJ booth guy's attention to put on the right track, and yes, it's time to go. It's time to perform and hit that stage, alright?
Sinking for the money. My mama said I would go real far. She said that I would be a superstar. Oh, 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 naughty, naughty, naughty. Got to see, look at me. I'm a drag queen. Can't believe what you see. Sexy drag queen. Got to see, look at me. I'm a drag queen. Can't believe what you see. Sexy drag queen. La la dee, la la la. Sexy drag queen. Sexy drag queen, la la dee, la la la. Sexy drag queen, la la dee, la la la. Sexy Messenger queen.